Gary from Jersey.
Dory Ray from Philadelphia, PA.
Barbara, Colorado.
Welcome, Barbara.
Kim Rogers from Philadelphia.
Anthony Miller, South Carolina.
Colorado.
Lenny Smith from
Ohio.
Welcome.
California.
Columbia's in the building.
South Carolina.
Welcome.
North Carolina, Chicago.
Welcome.
Mississippi.
Welcome, Nick.
Ian from South Carolina.
Lenny from Delaware.
Brazil is in the house.
Brazil in the building. Welcome. All right. Welcome.
St. Louis.
St. Louis.
Everybody.
Welcome. Texas.
Delaware, baby. Delaware.
Georgia. Let's get it.
Manitoba, Canada.
Right.
South Carolina.
Welcome to South Carolina. A warm welcome to all the guests that's tuning in for the very first time. We're so excited about what we're getting ready to share with each and every one of the guests that's tuning in for the very first time. And because of that, I want to encourage all the guests to get to a quiet location. And as we like to say, really put your head and your heart on sponge, because what I'm going to be sharing with each and every one of you this evening, I promise you, you've never seen anything quite like this before. I'm talking to you guys here from my home office here in the Midwestern part of America, Ohio, to be exact. And I've been able to build an international bank right from the comfort of my own home, received well over 80,000 deposits. Now, let's give you a translation of what that really means. That means I've been able to really generate a healthy 5-figure a month residual income. And so I'm able to wake up when I get through sleeping, call my own shots. I am just unemployable. And I'm not sharing that with any of the guests to impress you, all right? But to really impress upon you that if I can do it, so can you. And we're bringing to the marketplace a platform. We're going to be able to show each and every one of the guests that's listening to the sound of my voice this evening on how to develop a healthy residual income and call your own shots. So this is a strategic partnership meeting, okay? And basically what we're doing is we're looking for strategic partners, people who really want to get wealthy on purpose. We're not just looking for anyone that just wants to fog up a mirror. We're looking for people who's in a place in their life where they're sick and tired of being sick and tired, robbing Peter to pay Paul, and, just chasing bills, chasing their tail, and going nowhere fast. And so we're going to provide each and every one of you with a solution. So having said that, really get to a quiet location. Just don't allow the time to pass you by. Hang on to every word that I'm going to share with you, because I promise you, if you really do that, you're going to lose sleep tonight, and you're going to want to come and join forces with the Mosca world. So having said that, I'm not going to belabor the moment. I'm going to dive right into this. And like I like to say, I'm going to try to stay calm, cool, and collected. But you guys, I am so fired up about what we're going to share with each and every one of the guests here tonight, okay? So having said that, let me go ahead and dive into this thing here. I want to go ahead and do a quick message, if you guys don't mind, before I continue. And I want all the guests to understand that the financial strategies and the ideas that I'm going to be sharing with each and every one of you, it's only going to be for those of you who are willing to look at money from a completely different perspective than we've been trained in our schools and institutions. Because quite frankly, we weren't really taught about money in our schools and institutions. And I've been in business for many decades. And what I've found is that a lot of times, because people lack maybe some financial literacy, they don't know how to evaluate a great business when it's staring them right in the face. And so I'm going to do the best job that I can to articulate the greatest business on the face of planet Earth today for the masses. All right. So having said that, what I want to do is introduce you guys to Mosca. And what we are is that we are a centralized financial technology company. And what we're doing is we're unleashing the power of residual peer-to-peer funding that is 100% mutually beneficial, which means that there are no losers here. I mean, think about that for a moment. Who wouldn't want to be a part of something where if people just exercise a little bit of logic and common sense, that 100% of people can participate and win in this environment? And so I want to start by asking each and every one of you a question to ponder on, and that is, what if you can have a residual income just because other people need one? I want you to think about the power of that question, because, see, I want you to understand why residual cash flow is so important, because for those of you that have been working at, a 40-hour work week job and things of that nature, what you're going to realize, or if you haven't realized this already, is that you'll work 40 plus hours a week and you'll get a paycheck. But what you don't realize consciously is that check is already accounted for or spent because you have residual bills that show up every 30 days like clockwork. Yes or yes? See, that's why you have to go back next week and put in another 40 plus hours a week. You accumulate a paycheck, but that check is already spent. We're going to show you a proven system whereby we can get your residual cash flow greater than your monthly obligations and responsibilities, ladies and gentlemen. And when you have that, you can wake up when you get through sleeping and have 7 days of Saturday. So what I want to do real quickly, I want to give you guys a 30,000 foot view of what we have our hands on here. I'm going to play this short video that's going to help you understand what MOSCA is all about. I'm going to come back and then elaborate on it even in more detail for each and every one of you, okay? Here we go.
Hey there. Imagine being at the forefront of a financial revolution, one that's rewriting the rules of money, transactions, and financial freedom as we know it. What if you had a chance to be part of something groundbreaking before the rest of the world caught on? Well, today, I'm giving you an exclusive sneak peek into a game-changing project launching soon that could very well redefine your financial future. Trust me, this isn't just another fintech startup. MOSCA is a movement designed to break barriers, disrupt the norm, and put power back in your hands. And the best part? The time to get involved is right now. A quiet revolution is reshaping digital transactions, but only a handful of people truly understand it. While most businesses and entrepreneurs are stuck with outdated payment systems, compliance nightmares, and hidden fees, a select few have tapped into a breakthrough technology, one that's been silently transforming industries from behind the scenes. So, what's the big secret that the smartest people in finance and tech are already using? It's a new kind of digital financial platform that makes traditional brick-and-mortar systems obsolete. Imagine having a secure, easy-to-use, and infinitely scalable digital wallet that lets you send, receive, and manage money without dealing with frustration of long wait times or high fees. This next-generation blockchain platform allows anyone to tap into the power of decentralized finance without the hassle, confusion, or ridiculous costs that usually come with it. It's fast, flexible, and built to give you full control over your money. You don't even need to know what a blockchain is to participate in MOSCA, a platform where users like you earn every time funds move within the network. Sounds like the future, right? That's because it is. This isn't just another finance app. Think of it as the next generation PayPal or Sophie, only smarter, faster, and built to benefit its users instead of big institutions. With AI-driven technology and a decentralized framework, this platform is putting control back where it belongs, with the people. Now let's talk about opportunity, because this isn't just about innovation, it's about creating wealth. Early adopters have the chance to secure residual income in a way that could be life-changing. Think back to those who got in early with Uber, Amazon, or Google. They saw the potential before the rest of the world caught on. Now, you have the chance to do the same. This is more than just another fintech launch. MOSCA is a financial revolution in the making. And the question is, will you be a spectator or a pioneer? The urgency is real. The opportunity is now. Don't wait until you're looking back, wishing you had taken action. Get all the details and start your MOSCA journey now. You'll be glad you did.
Absolutely. See, ladies and gentlemen, what I want each and every one of you to understand is that banking is necessary. We all know that because people are always looking to borrow money from institutions, but banks are not. And allow me to unpack that. The reason why this is the case is that digital wallets are the new bank branches. See, we're talking about a modern day gold rush, and what's so exciting about this particular project and the reason why you've been invited here is because, see, all of you are already participating in this business, but you're only participating as a consumer. And we're going to go ahead and shift gears here and share with you how you can become a benefactor of your participation with digital wallets. Because if I was to do a poll out here and ask how many of you have or are familiar with PayPal, a lot of you would raise your hand. You guys realize they did $4.1 billion in revenue, or in profit, I should say, last year. Guess on the line, I have to ask you a question. How much of that did you receive, even though you opened up a digital wallet in their ecosystem? Cash App did $2.1 billion in profit last year. Once again, guests, did you receive any benefit from opening up a digital wallet in their ecosystem? Venmo did $850 million in profit last year. Once again, how much of that did you receive even though you opened up a digital wallet in their ecosystem? See, when you look at even bank branches now, right, all a bank is nothing but a building that houses digital wallets. Nothing more, nothing less. And if you don't believe me, think about when you walk into a bank branch and you're looking to cash a check or put some cash in your account. What do you have? A teller sitting there typing digits into your digital wallet inside of their bank branches. And we don't nearly go into banks as often as we used to because we're all walking around with digital bank branches in our pockets and ladies in your handbags. We're talking about a $4.6 trillion opportunity just in the United States alone, over $16 trillion worldwide. And we have our own unique digital wallet. It's called the Mosca Citizen Wallet. And we're going to show each and every one of you how to generate unavoidable residual deposits by helping us connect these wallets worldwide. And so why this is possible is because we built this on the blockchain. Now, some of you may or may not be familiar with blockchain. You don't have to understand it to benefit from this business. But once you plug into what we have going on, we're going to educate you more and more about it. And you're just going to get simply more and more excited. That's it. But blockchain is the internet of value, okay? Just like what the internet did with information, blockchain is doing the exact same thing for money and value. It's a public blockchain, and everything is going on the blockchain, whether you realize it or not. From vehicle registrations, real estate transactions, supply chains, medical records, cases of beer, wine, everything is going on the blockchain, okay? And so what that simply means is that all of these different things are going to be a line item or a token on the blockchain. And here's the benefit for you and I. It reduces our reliance on intermediaries or middle people, okay? See, when you're able to remove the middle person out of the equation, what that does, ladies and gentlemen, it speeds up the velocity of money and value. And so what's so crazy and so exciting about Mosca is that you and I have the opportunity to control the velocity of money and transactions for the first time in our lifetime, and it's all because of blockchain. Make sense? So because of blockchain, what we're doing is we're creating a prosumer movement. We're going to basically extract your power, where we're going to convert you from being just merely a consumer of all of these digital wallets, but being a prosumer. And a prosumer is just an individual who are both a consumer and a producer. See, in our environment, you're going to be a borrower and a lender at the exact same time. Let me say that one more time for the people in nosebleed seats. You're going to be able to be a borrower and a lender at the exact same time. We're going to show each and every one of you how to earn money as you're spending money in an environment that's 100% mutually beneficial. All right? Not 99%, 100% mutually beneficial. And you're going to get shared ownership as well. Okay? So let's talk about the utility of the Mosca Citizen Wallet and the value. Just like how PayPal was when it first originated, right? In our environment with the Mosca Citizen Wallet, you're going to be able to seamlessly transfer money citizen to citizen worldwide. See, we don't have members in Mosca World. You are a citizen helping us build a global nation state that we collectively own. I want you guys to think about this. For those of you that have Cash App, can you send somebody money to somewhere, let's just like say St. Lucia or anywhere in the Caribbean from your Cash App wallet? Probably not. But with the Mosca Citizen Wallet, you can. In fact, I'm going to show you guys a testimonial here towards the end where there's a gentleman, okay, who owns a resort in St. Lucia, which is one of my favorite places to go. He lives here in America, I believe in New Jersey, in fact. And he was wiring money to his contractors in St. Lucia. It was getting held up for days, weeks at a time, things of that nature. He opened up a Mosca Citizen Wallet, and he was able to pay his contractors instantaneously. So the idea and the value of being able to move money citizen to citizen worldwide in 1/10 of a second. Also, by your simple participation in helping us connect these digital wallets, getting paid for what you're already doing. If you have a PayPal account, a bank account, any kind of digital wallet, it's going to give you access to needed monthly recurring funding that can scale to millions of dollars without repayment. I need to repeat that again so that it can marinate in your soul. We're talking about by your simple participation, doing something that you're already doing, you're going to be able to have access to needed monthly residual funding that can scale into millions of dollars without repayment. Because see, ladies and gentlemen, when you own the bank, you don't owe the bank. And so you're going to have a revenue sharing infrastructure that you're going to be able to participate in. And so just to give you guys an idea on how Mostly came about in terms of our marketing strategy, I'm going to shift gears and share with you guys how we're marketing this, okay? What we did was we looked at a company like PayPal, and most people don't even understand how PayPal became so dominant in the digital wallet space. They use the power of the network effect, and I'm going to share a short video with you here where one of the owners at that time is being interviewed. His name happens to be Elon Musk, okay? And anyone can agree, whether you appreciate his politics or not, this is not a political forum. We're here to talk about business, right? But you cannot deny that this gentleman understands how to build multiple multi-billion-dollar businesses. So if he's going to give you the blueprint on how to build a successful business, I think it behooves us to listen to him, right? So when you guys look at this screen here, all right, PayPal, for instance, right, has 426 million active users. Translation, that means that's 426 million people that opened up a digital wallet inside the PayPal ecosystem. Can you guys imagine when we're going to have millions of people in the Mosca ecosystem, the kind of revenue and life-changing income we're going to be able to generate for people all across the world, including the 1.5 billion people that are unbankable? They did close to $30 billion in revenue. Can you guys imagine when we have billions of dollars in revenue moving through the Mosca ecosystem, the kind of financial impact that we're going to have on people's lives worldwide? And not just people, we're talking about churches and charities as well. That's why you've been invited here. So let me go ahead and play this short video for you. I want you guys to hang on to every word that this interview is asking Elon about how PayPal got its start. And I promise you, it's going to allow you guys to really appreciate and understand the impact and why Mosca is a no-brainer for people all across the globe.
Did y'all think that PayPal was just going to be a simple little internet way to, or do you think it was going to turn into the major kind of transaction processing engine that it is right now?
I didn't expect PayPal's growth rate to be what it was.
Yeah.
So, and that actually created major problems. So we started PayPal on University Avenue.
Oh.
After the first month or so of the website being active, we had 100,000 customers.
Really? Wow, I didn't realize it was.
Yeah, it was nutty.
Oh, wow. And how did it start? How did people just even know to use it? And I mean, obviously, both buyer and seller have to be involved.
Yeah. Well, we started off first by offering people $20 if they opened an account, and $20 if they referred anyone.
Oh.
And then we dropped it to $10, and then we dropped it to $5. As the network got bigger and bigger, the value of the network itself exceeded any sort of carrot that we could offer.
So how much money did y'all spend with that kind of $5, $10, $20 incentive to get that critical mass going?
It was a fair amount. I think it was probably $60 or $70 million.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it was a substantial. Yeah, okay, so we're not talking peanuts here.
And then we just did a bunch of things to decrease the friction because I mean, it's just like bacteria in a petri dish.
Yeah.
So what you want to do is try to have one customer generate, like two customers.
Yeah.
Okay, or something like that, maybe three customers ideally. And then you want that to happen really fast. You could probably model it just like bacteria growth in a petri dish.
Absolutely. You guys hear what he said? You want each customer to identify or connect 2, 3 ideally, and you want that to happen really, really fast. You want it to become very, very viral. And so we looked at PayPal's approach and said, you know what? If they were able to do that, imagine what we're going to be able to do when we allow people not only to be a consumer of this digital environment, but also be a prosumer and benefit not just from a one-time hit, but ongoing residual cash flow. This is the power of the citizen wallet. See, in our prosumer effect, you're going to be able to earn unlimited $25 referral bonuses, plus residual cash flow on every digital asset after you, and a percentage of transaction fees. Let that sink in for a moment. And all we're asking each citizen to do is connect 3 active wallet holders one time. All right? And when you do that, it's going to trigger daily and monthly residual deposits, ladies and gentlemen. So if PayPal was able to do it, can you imagine what we're going to be able to do? And many of you are already participating in the digital wallet space, but not in a cooperative economic space like Mosca that is 100% mutually beneficial. Folks, this is a no-brainer whatsoever, okay? So what's under the hood, what makes this all go is a smart contract, all right? And so look at it like it's your humble servant, artificial intelligence, which is all the rage, right? And so a smart contract is a digital contract that's already been pre-programmed, okay? Myself and the developers, we programmed all of the intelligence and the knowledge in this contract, and it's stored on the blockchain. And it's going to automatically self-execute when the predetermined terms and conditions have been met. And what are the predetermined terms and conditions? Every citizen simply refer 3 one time. Connect 3 digital wallets one time. Now, can you refer more than 3? Absolutely. And what's beautiful about it is that with a smart contract, there are no errors. Make sense? So imagine this. Every time someone joins, okay, then you get paid a $25 bonus and residual cash flow. If someone transfers funds within the Mosca ecosystem, guess what? Then you get paid. If someone withdraws money from the Mosca ecosystem, you guessed it, you get paid, okay? So with the Citizen Wallet, you're able to manage your money easily and securely. Ladies and gentlemen, you have 100% access to your money. There's no CEO sitting back pressing a button, waiting, and you have to wait for your money, okay? You can go in there today and withdraw some money. If you forgot that you needed $20 more, you can go back and withdraw $20 anytime you want to, all right? So what we're doing, and the reason why we put Mosca together is because we so sincerely want to create social impact and financial impact worldwide, and we're going to do just that. And so let's talk about how you can get started and build your own version of a bank branch, if you will. One time out of pocket of $225. We have 2 ways you can get started. So step number 1, your inviter, they're going to pay for your onboarding, okay? Because some of you may be new to blockchain, and we get it. We want to make sure you're still able to benefit. And once you get in, you can earn as you're learning about it. And so the onboard is going to get you set up. So step number 2, you're going to purchase your Mosca citizenship for $225. Your onboarding specialist is going to help you get your platform funded and activated. And what's included in that is 3 Mosca citizenship tokens. These are like membership tokens. So we're giving you a 3-month ramp up, your own personal citizen wallet, okay, a Web3 back office, state-of-the-art, blockchain university training modules, and so much more. And then you're just going to simply plug into our global movement. Now, there's a $28 monthly citizenship subscription that's attached. But check this thing out. I don't want you guys to look at it like it's a subscription for a luxury. I want you guys to look at it like it's a subscription to ownership, not just to consumption. So you say, well, Greg, what do you mean by that? A lot of us have Netflix, which is a subscription, Hulu is a subscription, ESPN Plus, things of that nature, but it's not going to pay you a dime. This is a subscription to ownership. And the moment you refer 1 citizen, you connect 1 citizen wallet, guess what? Within your first 7 days or so, we have people doing that in an hour, your first month subscription is already covered. No more out of pocket, just monthly residual revenue, okay, from the blockchain from this day forward. Now, I'm going to break down the money for you guys, and my voice may start changing. I might start getting a little bit hyped here. It's only because I'm seeing a way for every single one of you to finally win in the people-to-people space. I promise you guys that every line of code, every thought was put into this because we took all of our years of evaluated experience in the network marketing space, the affiliate marketing space, the high ticket space, traditional brick and mortar, and we put together the perfect blueprint for people to win worldwide. So in your lower left-hand corner, I'm going to give you guys a 10-week theoretical. All right, so hold on to your seatbelts here, okay? So in your first week, you activate 3 citizen wallets, okay? When you do that, you're going to receive $32 in residual cash flow. Now, the moment you introduce and connect 1 wallet, you're going to receive a $25 bonus plus residual. The second wallet you connect, you're going to receive a $25 bonus plus residual. The third wallet you connect, you're going to receive a $25 bonus plus residual, and it's going to accumulate to $32, right? At that moment in time, your neck down labor is done. You can do more than 3, and many of you are going to do more than 3, and you'll see why in just a moment. But let's go to week number 2. Your 3 strategic partners, right? Oh, I forgot this. Times those 3, you're going to receive $25 times 3. That is the referral bonus. $25 times 3 is $75 plus $32 for connecting 3 citizen wallets. Now, your 3 strategic partners, what are they going to do? The exact same thing. They're going to connect 3 citizen wallets themselves. They're going to receive $32 just like you did. Predictably, it's in the smart contract. But as a consequence of that, you end up with $38 in residual cash flow, plus you got $25 times 9, which is $225, okay, an upfront bonus, and you had nothing to do with it. Let me go ahead and slow down here. I want all the guests to understand what you're looking at. Everything that you see in red is a one-time execution. But everything you're going to see in green is independent of your involvement, ladies and gentlemen. The smart contract, your humble servant, that AI is going to work for each and every one of you. So let's go on to week number 3. What are those strategic partners going to do? Connect 3 citizen wallets each. They're going to receive 32. Your strategic partners receive 38 in residual cash flow, independent of their involvement, plus $25 bonuses. You went up to $71, independent of your involvement in residual cash flow, plus you up to $675 in bonuses, independent. You had nothing to do with it being directly deposited into your Mosca Citizen wallet, right? Let's go to week number 4. You're 4 weeks in. They're going to activate Citizen wallets. They receive 32, right? 38.71. You go up to $172 in unavoidable residual cash flow, and you also receive $2,025 in referral bonuses. Ladies and gentlemen, in 4 weeks, if you add up the 75, the 225, the 675, and the 2,025, that's close to $3,000 in bonuses, and you have a residual cash flow of $172, independent of your involvement, because you haven't done anything since your first week. And so you're going to be able to receive unlimited $25 bonuses in your first 4 generations, okay? We're just showing you 3, who identifies 3, who connects 3, and so on and so forth. Now, what that's going to do is going to drive your residual cash flow. Week number 5, $476 in residual cash flow. Week number 6, it's their first week though, right? They're going to connect citizen wallets. Because of that, it takes you up to $1,388 in residual cash flow. Once again, I need you guys to see this clearly. Everything you guys are seeing in red is every individual, every church, every charity doing a one-time execution of connecting 3 citizen wallets. But everything you see in green is independent of every individual, church, and charity's involvement. Welcome to the 21st century. The AI and the smart contract is working for each and every one of us. Week number 7 that you've been involved, but you haven't done anything since your first week. It's these strategic partners' first week. They're going to connect 3 citizen wallets each. Everyone gets an increase in their residual cash flow. You're up to $2,754 in unavoidable residual cash flow. There's no guesswork here. It's baked into the smart contract. And what's cool about this is that when you're at $2,754 in residual cash flow, your 3 best friends, all right, they're at 1 week behind you, or 1 stage on the escalator at $1,388. Their best friends are 1 stage behind them at $476 in unavoidable residual cash flow. So what we did, you guys, we created the world's first income escalator. Think about how an escalator works. If you've been in the mall or airport going up, right, you have to at least get on an escalator. And then what happens? The automation takes you up without you lifting up your kneecaps or your ankles. Ladies and gentlemen, this behaves the exact same way. Your cash flow, your money, your lifestyle is going to continue to escalate up as everyone completes the one-time execution. Week number 8 that you've been involved, but once again, you haven't done anything since week 1. Neither have your strategic partners in week 2. Neither have their strategic partners in week 3. They haven't done anything since their first week. Week number 8, these strategic partners' first week, they connect Citizen Wallets. It's going to drive you up, all your best friends and everything, to $6,855 in unavoidable residual cash flow. Now, your subscription of $28 is going to come around again. The smart contract is going to deduct $28 from your $6,855, keeping you in the game. No waiting, no rotation, no cycling. This is instant withdrawable money, ladies and gentlemen. Week number 9, what are they going to do? Connect wallets. It takes you up to $19,157. Week number 10, over $129,000 in unavoidable residual cash flow. The smart contract is automating everyone's monthly recurring revenue. Ladies and gentlemen, you can have a residual income just because other people need one, right? Now, let me give you guys a different perspective here to make sure you get it. So let's say this is you, right? And you're going to, everyone's required to refer 3 Citizen Wallets. When you refer your first one, you're going to receive $25 plus residual cash flow deposits instantaneously the moment they get connected. No waiting, no cycling, no rotation. You invite your second one, you're going to receive $25 plus more residual deposits. Your third one, $25 plus residual deposits, right? Now, they go ahead, your first person, they invite someone, they're going to receive $25 just like you did in residual deposits, and you got more residual deposits. Now, I'm just going to show you, they're going to get the 25, but also understand they're going to get paid the exact same way. So every time you see the people that you introduce and they introduce, and they're receiving 25, know that they're also receiving the residual. I just want you to focus on what you receive here. So now when they introduce this second person, going to receive 25 again, you receive $25 independent and more residual. Guess what? $25, more residual. Second person introduces one, 25 they get, you get 25 and more residual. 25 for them, 25 for you, more residual. 25 for them, 25 for you, more residual. Third person, 25 for him, 25 for you, more residual. 25, more residual. Third person, 25, more residual, independent of your involvement. And it just doesn't stop there, because when he introduces her, guess what? She receives 25, he receives 25, and you receive $25. When she introduces him, he receives 25, she gets 25, he gets 25, you get 25 and more residual, independent of your involvement. And as all these individuals introduce, let's just say one each here, right? Instantaneously, they get 25. But look what happens to your $25 in residual cash flow, ladies and gentlemen. There has never in the people-to-people space been a compensation plan just like this. This is not MLM. This is a cooperative. There are no pin levels here whatsoever. Everyone gets paid the same way. There's no ranks or anything like that. And as this continues, they go ahead and introduce and connect a Citizen Wallet. I'm just showing one each, not even 3. Look what happens. 4 levels and generations receive the $25 bonuses instantly, and everyone's also increasing their residual cash flow simultaneously, ladies and gentlemen. This is the most insane, rewarding business project that's hit the people-to-people space, and it was done on purpose because we want to see people worldwide win, and we've accomplished that. So you can have a residual income just because other people need one, right? So how this works is this. As your bonuses in red are going up, those $25 bonuses are going up, guess what's happening simultaneously? Your residual cash flow, your retirement income is going to exponentially supersede those bonuses, because that's the kind of money you really want if you want to have 7 days of Saturday and control your own agency in your life. Make sense? So having said that, let's show you the enterprise. Many people are coming in here simply because they're able to make more money. And what do I mean by that? It takes the same amount of time to put people in front of the information and to get them connected in the platform. So why not make more money for doing the exact same amount of work? Make sense? So your inviter is going to pay for your onboarding step number 1 because you may be new to blockchain. All right. You're going to purchase the Mosca Enterprise, which is a one-time out-of-pocket of $525. All right. And what this is basically going to happen is you're going to get the exact same thing you got in Citizen, but this is going to supercharge your residual deposits. You simply invite 3 people. We like to say in 7 days, but if you do it in 2 weeks, that's fine. If you do it in 3 weeks, that's fine. Whatever you do it, we just want you to do it quickly because we want you to have the lifestyle that you deserve. Your monthly subscription at Enterprise is $127. But once you connect 3 enterprisers, your monthly subscription is covered. All right. No more out of pocket, just monthly recurring revenue. So let me go ahead and show you guys how this works. It works the exact same way, just the numbers are bigger. You connect 3 enterprisers, right? You're going to receive $149 in residual deposit. And guess what? You're also going to receive $75, all right, in referral bonus. Week number 2, your 3 strategic partners, they do the exact same thing, $149. It takes you to $173 in residual, plus you're going to receive $225 in referral bonus that you had nothing to do with, right? Week number 3, same thing happens, $328 plus $675 in referral bonuses. Week number 4 takes you to $793 in residual cash flow, plus $2,025 in referral bonuses. Once again, that you had nothing to do with. Everyone's just required to do a one-time execution. Keep it very, very simple, okay? And as this thing continues to escalate, as we're duplicating the simple process of connecting 3 digital assets all around the world, you see your residual cash flow just climb and climb and climb to well over $500,000. That's not a year. That's every month, you guys. So you can have a residual income just because other people need one, okay? So we're creating a disruptive technology here. We're going to disrupt the financial industry, no different than what Uber did. Many of you are familiar with Uber. It disrupted the taxi cab industry, right? Because they were able to create a platform whereby the driver was able to find you rather than the other way around. Ladies and gentlemen, Mosca has created a platform where the money can find you rather than the other way around, jumping into rush hour traffic, okay? Zoom, for instance, disrupted the long-distance industry and even travel. Think about this for a moment. Remember long distance? What happened to long distance? Well, it was because of video conferencing, the internet. People were able to talk to people internationally, but also see them because of the internet. Completely destroyed the long-distance industry. Travel. Think about how cool it is, and I'm talking to you guys about a multi-billion-dollar business right from my home office. You're at your home, wherever you're at, comfortably listening in, and we're talking about coming together to make millions of dollars together and have social impact and financial impact around the world, let alone the money I save on gas because I'm not driving 1 hour to a job and an hour back in rush hour traffic, dry cleaning bills, oil changes, flat tires. So we're not only making money, but we're saving money. Make sense? Airbnb disrupted the hotel and hospitality industry. So Mosca is disrupting the financial industry, guys, and we want you to be a part of this, all right? We're making history here. So what I want to do real quickly, I'm going to play this short testimonial for you guys. You're going to hear from Linda, one of the pillars in our community, and you're also going to hear from this gentleman that owns the resort in St. Lucia. Pay attention to what they say here.
This is the first transactional win-win in the money world that's ever existed. And I just want to thank you so much for listening to that divine orchestration and following it. It's really great.
I appreciate that. We're taking this to the world and appreciate your effort. And thank you so much for everything that you do, Linda. Really, really mean that from the bottom of my heart. Let's see here. We got MCC, Flip That House.
Hey, Greg, how you doing?
Really, really good. How you doing?
Good, but my name is Dwayne Eddings.
Hey, Dwayne.
I'm out of New Jersey.
All right.
Working with Jonathan Green.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you, we're really excited about this. We came on board about 4 days ago. We're building a resort out in St. Lucia. And I just want to give a testimony to the community. You know, as we're building this resort, I'm in the States and I'm paying my contracts through wire transfers that have been delayed, held up, and I had wire transfers been held up for a month. Now I've been paying them through Mosca, and we did a testimony, actually a live demonstration on presentation, And within minutes, within seconds, one of my contractors was able to get paid. Right, I'm here in the States. He's in St. Lucia. We got a big organization coming out of St. Lucia. We got other resort owners in St. Lucia. It's coming on board with us now. So we're excited about this opportunity, man. We're going to take this across all the islands, St. Martin's, Antigua, and really make some big things happen in the Moscow world. So I just want to thank you, man, for putting this opportunity together. Looking forward to meeting you in person and making some big things happen.
I love it, man. Fantastic, you guys. So this thing has real teeth and utility to it is what I want each and every one of you to understand. And what we're simply doing, you guys, is that we are literally unleashing the power of peer-to-peer funding in a decentralized environment. We're taking advantage of blockchain technology and smart contract automation. Okay, we have what? Voice activation. We have self-driving cars. A lot of us don't even realize that within the next 20 years, we won't even need a driver's license because cars are going to be driving. In 50 years, 60 years from today, kids are going to be like, you guys used to have to put your hand on the wheel and drive a car? See, this is how fast technology is actually moving. So anytime we share this information, there's always three types of people. The first person says, you know what, this makes all the sense in the world, and they're ready to partner up. If that's you, let me be the first to welcome you to the Moscow World community. We're excited about having you on board. I want to encourage you to just get back with the person that invited you. Let them know that you're number one, and they'll get you scheduled with one of our onboarders, or maybe they'll onboard you themselves and get you in position so that you can start having these $25 referral bonuses and start building your residual cash flow in your own version of an international bank, okay? The second person may have some questions, and that's understandable because it's a lot to take in, you know, in a short period of time, but don't overcook your grits. This thing is as simple and as straightforward as we're sharing with each and every one of you, okay? We really under-promise, but we're going to over-deliver. But get your questions answered, and once you get your questions answered, you know, come join forces with us, okay, and help us build this thing and have social and financial impact worldwide. And then the third person says, not at this time. And if that's you, we just want to thank you for your time and attention. You know, we know that things happen in life and maybe things will change. We're going to be here with open arms and welcome you when you're ready to join forces with us because they know now is not a no always. Make sense, everybody?